Yo, episode 247. Caesar thought it was 250 already.
If every episode's 250 at this point. 247. One of my favorite numbers in Portuguese. Sete. That's a great word.
I just want to say this real fast. Everybody, there's a dog upstairs, and if the dog starts whining, it'll be really loud, and I'm gonna mute myself. So if there's a random muting, just know that's why. Because it'll sound like I'm abusing the dog, but I'm not. But the dog is crazy.
Bam's gonna be like,
well, the dog
"Hey, what's up, guys?"
But yeah, episode 247. We usually record either on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday, but today we're recording on a Friday because we was like, we might as well wait till the World Cup draw happens. You know what I'm saying?
The Dub C action.
Even though everybody's hating on the World Cup being in Qatar,
The only tournament Bam can stand for.
And barely group stage.
Barely. Already Bam a weekend is like, I hate group stage. Like, he's already upset. Like, upset at group stage matches. I'm like, dog, it's a 1 month term every 4 years. Please shut up. Like, this is not the one. This isn't the one to complain about. Every 4 years, you're ungrateful. Okay. And did you see that Bleacher Report question? Which do you prefer? Your team winning Champions League or a country winning a World Cup that you like?
Oh, of course, the World Cup. Of course.
Yeah, it's important, dog. It means a lot.
Yeah, but group stage is boring. Depending on the match.
Bam wants like us to have this whole qualifier process and just off the rip, like Sweet 16 NCAA action, like boom, round of 32. Like you fly away to Qatar, you lose the first game, you go back. Honestly, though, I'm not gonna lie, that would be absolutely lit. They don't even know how good that would be. Imagine making brackets for the World Cup, like real ones, not the fake ones. And I still have the brackets that we did, and we still have it here, the paper I found the other day.
We were terrible at that.
Yeah, but that'd actually become lit. But go ahead.
Well, it's more just like there's some matches that I want to watch in group stage, but sometimes
this group is pretty good.
We'll get into it, but like there'll only be some matches I want to watch in group stage, but a lot of them I'm not down. And also, international football is kind of whack. Like the football isn't that great.
Okay. Here, just tear it down before we even start the list. Okay, I will say we'll get into the groups and we'll talk more.
Well, you know what's funny? Actually,
pull it up on the side.
You know what's funny? I was listening to episode 208. And it was hilarious. I was dying. That was one of the funniest episodes we ever did ever.
Really?
Oh my God. It was right after Portugal and France played in the Euros. And it was hilarious, that episode. But anyway, episode 247, we're going to get into this World Cup, the draw. We're going to get into the groups, starting with Group A. Caesar, Group A. Okay. And also let me just run this down real fast. We're going to talk about the World Cup groups. We're going to talk about, our predictions, whatever. We got Champions League coming up this week also, next week. And we're going to talk, hopefully, a little bit about people hating on Qatar getting the World Cup and not having much to say about the USA getting the World Cup. But whatever. Anyway, Caesar, Group A, we got Qatar, the host. We got Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. This is by far the blackest group out of the whole.
Qatar, Ecuador, that's a lot of black.
This is a lot. This is like majority black, like by far.
This is a lot of black teams in that one, and I mean Qatar included.
Yeah, no, Qatar's team is like all black.
It's all black guys.
There's no light-skinned people on Qatar. There's like maybe like 4 on Ecuador and like 4 on. I was
reading. I was looking up the demographics of Ecuador, and it was like really funny that I think only like 6% or 7% of the population readily identifies as African origin.
How many?
But like 7% or something like that. It's like they're 7 or 6%, and we know what the situation is in Latin America with identifying as Afro. But like Afro-Ecuadorians is only 6% identify, but that team is like literally 89% black. I'm like, you had like a fullback that was like number 10 rocking the black guy.
That fool looked like he was from South Sudan. But yeah,
this Group A, the blackest group.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm kind of down to see like Netherlands versus Senegal.
That's a good one.
Yeah, the rest of them is kind of rough.
It's just kind of cool to see Ecuador playing Netherlands. That's such a wild matchup. Like, you don't like it, but like I love it because it's not a friendly. Like, I'm down,
I mean,
dog. Like, hell
true.
yeah.
Okay, Caesar, wallahi. Like people are gonna see Ecuador and Senegal playing and not know who's who.
No, they will. There's no green in Ecuador's jersey.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, if you don't know what team it is, like Ecuador's team.
You could definitely switch some of the players, and you wouldn't know if they're Ecuadorian or not. Like, you could definitely switch some players up a little bit.
Exactly. Actually, I do like Qatar is actually not a bad team. I remember seeing them in Copa America, and I saw them in another tournament one time too. I think it was Copa America maybe, but Qatar doesn't play bad football. Did they play in the Gold Cup? I honestly I can't remember, but for sure they were in the Copa America. They play some pretty good.
Was
football.
that Ecuador in the Gold Cup, or was that Colombia?
No, Qatar.
Qatar, yeah, they did play in the Gold Cup.
No, but I think they played in Copa America.
They played in Copa America. They did.
Yeah,
and they did pretty good. It was kind of out there.
I feel like
they was running around a little bit.
I think they scored 3 goals on one of them teams.
They did, but they came in, and I think Japan was invited to that year.
What year was that? That was last year, right?
Yeah, I remember Japan was there too, right? And then Japan, like, I remember Kubo was kind of getting off a little bit. We're like, okay.
I kind of can't remember, but I feel like Qatar was there, right?
Was it last year?
No, that might have been 2019.
Right? Okay, wait, right? It was right before the pandemic because I remember there was fans.
Maybe this was the Gold Cup then, because yes, it was the Gold Cup. Because I remember, hold on, let me look, because I gotta look, because they scored 3 goals against El Salvador, and they scored 2 against Honduras, 2-0. Damn, they beat Grenada 4-0.
Oh, Grenada, come on, Doc.
There was 3-3 against Panama. Panama went to the World Cup 2018.
Okay, but like Qatar versus Grenada, come on, Doc. What are we doing here?
I mean, hey,
CONCACAF Gold Cup got some insane teams on there.
Okay,
some teams only have more resorts than they do people.
Caesar, off top, Qatar.
We're not gonna be dropping Qatar results. We got like 9 groups to go, dog.
Okay, but let me just say this: Qatar won their group in the Gold Cup, and but then they lost in the semifinal to USA.
Okay.
But so Qatar plays some pretty decent football.
Okay,
obviously.
Then we should do this every single group. What are 2 teams you expect to get out of this group?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna. I wanted to do that too. But I was gonna say Ecuador plays some good football. Senegal is,
Senegal is a great team.
That's debatable. But
they just won. They just won AFCON.
Caesar, don't make me expose you. Should I expose you?
They're a good team.
Should I expose you?
No. What are you doing? I don't know what you're talking about.
Should I expose you?
What? You're the one that talking on me. I think Senegal's gonna do. I think they're gonna. What it is? I was actually happy. I was like, man, I hope this is the year that we see an African team advance past the first round of playoffs. Senegal's a realistic. They're having a good year.
Can I expose you?
Don't expose me. What are you saying,
Caesar? Yo ass was the one talking about Nigeria and Ghana. Like, yeah, I turned it off.
Nigeria Ghana was rough. That did suck. I didn't say I turned off the Senegal game.
Yeah,
Nigeria
but Caesar,
Nigeria Ghana was very rough. Everybody, come on, dog. We all watched that. The best thing about the game is Nigeria has some phenomenal jerseys, but damn, the play style is brazy. I don't know what's going on there.
Caesar, I'm sorry, but these teams, they don't be having a midfield. It's weird.
Okay, dog, but that's not the point. I still think Senegal is going to get out. I think they're going to beat. I think they can beat Ecuador and Qatar. I think they can do that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I could see Netherlands and Qatar coming out of that.
I think, I'm not going to lie to you. Respectfully, I think what you're doing is like mad cute. Do I think Qatar is a dark horse in that group? Yeah. Are they going to get out? No. Why? Because they're at home? They're not getting out, dog.
Okay.
And also, like the logos, their little mascot's kind of cute. All right, but go ahead.
Oh, no. Okay. So I'm going to say Netherlands and Qatar, and you're going to say who?
Netherlands and Senegal. How is that a laugh? You're the one that said Qatar. That's funnier.
I'm joking. Okay. Group B, we got England, Iran, USA, and Wales or Scotland or Ukraine.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm going for Iran so hard.
I know one thing you're gonna do is you're going all out, balls to the wall for Iran. I understand that,
We're gonna call
and
it
I
Iran.
am too. I'm
We're
going
gonna
for
say
Iran too.
We're
Is
gonna
your
say
cousin playing?
I don't know. He should be, but we're not gonna say Iran. We're gonna say Iran. We're not playing
Iran.
Iran.
Okay, we're gonna go for Iran.
Yeah, because you had a little Iranian shorty back in the day. I remember.
This is true. Iran, gonna go for Iran real quick. Definitely England, I think number one in the group. They're gonna finish first in the group for sure. They got the best team there, but I want Iran to get out there too. I'd love Iran. What if Iran just like dogs America? That'd be so funny.
That's a rivalry match, homie.
That fourth team could be a big factor, like who knows who it could be. If it's Scotland, they're gonna get washed. But if it's like Wales, they could do something. They could do a little something.
I feel like Wales. I feel like Wales kind of washed now because like Joe Walsh is not. I mean,
Wales
Allen,
Joe
Allen's. They're not really like they don't have them ballers like
hey, but what about my dog, Big Rams, Big Rams? Big Aaron Ramsey. Come on now, that's the homie.
I don't think
Ramsey.
He really plays no more.
He just played. What are you talking about? He just played in the last game. I watched.
No, I'm talking about like club ball.
Hey, man, he plays for Rangers as the sellout squad.
Oh, yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, he got loaned out. But that's just
Well, I'm hoping Ukraine gets in there.
I'm gonna be real. Watching America play against Costa Rica, in the match that they pretend didn't matter. I was like, well, it was about to matter. It was starting to get real iffy there. I was like, oh, 2 more goals. You're gonna be chilling with me watching the games. The Bleacher Report dropped that America might lose, but doesn't drop the result of the game. That was cute. But I don't know. Watching America play, I'm like, I don't know, man. There's some team. You guys have a lot to figure out still, and we'll see. But I think that'd be really dope if it's England and Iran. I'm down.
I'd rather see Ukraine and Iran.
Bam.
Okay, can I say what I want to see? I don't like.
I know what you say. You say that like
predictions are useless.
The best thing about the World Cup is it's 100% about the teams you rock with as nations in general. I know, and I agree with you.
I want USA to get no points, and also United States of America shot down a civilian plane, Flight 655 in 1988, Iranian aircraft, civilian aircraft. Shot it down. 200 some people died. So
I feel a big dog. I mean, 40 years ago, I have big respect.
You're a bad person.
No. I feel like they've played each other before.
You're bad. You're a bad person.
I hope they got their revenge swiftly on America and on the field. Respectfully, try to keep my citizenship. But yeah, I'm not cheering for US. What do I look like? Look at that flag. That flag makes me uncomfortable. That flag's making me uncomfortable.
So wait, who do you like? Are we doing predictions or who we want?
Okay, who I would like to advance. It would be really dope, just like for just world life, or like world humanity. If it was Iran and Ukraine, that'd be really dope.
Yeah, that's what we said.
That'd be really dope. It's not gonna happen, but I want. My prediction is England, Iran. That's what I'm predicting.
Okay.
But it also depends on that playoff. It's hard to predict. You don't know who's going to come out of there. There's 3 teams.
Yeah, but
is one of them Iceland?
No, it's Wales or Scotland.
Okay, good. I don't want to see Iceland anymore. I'm so sick of Iceland stuff. I'm paranoid after the Euros. I don't want to see Iceland stuff.
Okay, so you're gonna predict England, Iran, and I'm gonna want Iran and Ukraine.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you do the wants, I do the predicts, and I agree with your wants.
I'll agree with your predictions.
No, we don't want your predictions. You're wild. Go
ahead.
No,
I'll agree with your predictions.
Okay.
Okay. Group C, we got Argentina, the Kingdom of Saudi. Huh?
Good.
Oh, we got Argentina, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. This is ugly. This is so ugly, dude.
This is the messy please get out the group
seriously.
One thing I will always say though, Mexico is extremely dangerous in group stage. I remember the World Cup, they gave Brazil hella problems when they had the fake Brazilians on their teams. They had young Gio, fake Brazilian, and his brother. Mexico's a dangerous team. Now the one thing I'll say about Mexico is that when I watch them play, I'm like, you know what the problem is? You keep starting that Raul Jimenez dude, and that's not the answer. I'm gonna keep it real. only because like he plays a very European style and Mexico doesn't play that style. Like they're a very fast counterattack team, but you have like a big center forward. Like he doesn't play like the way Mexico plays. I think that's going to hurt them later on. Poland is very dangerous. They can get a crack anytime with Lewa. But yeah, that's a rough group. I mean, Argentina is obviously going to advance. They're just so damn stacked. They got the bull there too, big Lautaro. They got the big bull there. They got a stacked team. They got Bam's favorite player, the midfielder from Atletico Madrid, the big steroids.
Oh, Rodrigo De Paul.
Rodrigo De Paul.
University
De Paul. I'm gonna go Argentina, Mexico, dog. I'm gonna go Argentina, Mexico. That's a scrappy team, dog.
All right, who I want to go out? I'm gonna say Mexico. I'll say Mexico and Argentina. I don't really want to see.
I think so too. I don't want to see
because I'd rather see Messi lose later.
Yeah. I want to see Messi lose when it real hurts.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of funny if it's like his almost might be his last World Cup. He gets bounced in group stage. That'd be insane.
Because
I don't think in like the last. What was it like? Said like I don't think Argentina's ever been bounced in group stage.
Well, the thing is, if they get out in group stage, they're gonna blame everybody around him. Like they're gonna be like, "Oh, his team wasn't good enough." Okay. Group D, you got France's former colony, Tunisia, Denmark, and Peru or Australia or the UAE.
Whoa. I'm going to keep it real. Those are all vastly different. Peru is a very dangerous team. They had some really surprising results in Common Bowl qualifiers. That's some big surprising results. They had that one yadded up dude. I think he plays in Mexico. He's a baller. I forgot his name is. He's a striker. He's really good. But I mean, we know France is coming out. I can if Peru makes it through, I think it's gonna be Peru and France, like for real. No joke. But Bam likes Tunisia for some weird reason. And then yeah, you do. You rock with them. I saw your tweets.
Can I say how what?
I definitely don't really care about Denmark, even though they have your boy Braithwaite.
So you're thinking you're going to say France and Tunisia? I'm sorry, France and Peru.
If Peru makes it to the play, I don't know what the hell's going on with this IC playoff crap.
Well, it's Australia has to play UAE, and then whoever wins that plays Peru.
Okay, well, Peru is going to beat Australia.
Okay, well, I want Australia to come out of that. I'm sorry, I love you, Advincula. I love you, but I've been listening to a lot of Australian artists. And
Come on, dog. What are you doing?
And I just made.
What are you doing? You're turning against the dirty South.
I just made an Australians playlist on Spotify. I love Wentworth.
No. You're not gonna do this.
Can I continue?
No, you can't continue. I'm upset about this. Let me tell you something right now. I've been also we have been talking about this because you don't rock with me no more. I have been on some big Australian tip. I've been watching this Australian show based on these two couples. One's this really dope lesbian
we talk
couple.
on the phone every day.
No, we don't talk on the phone every day. Don't lie to these people. That's not true.
Every other day we talk on the phone.
I've been watching this Australian show about this two lesbians dating. It's phenomenal. She's from damn, I forgot. It's like a very barren area. I've been watching another show I've been watching Byron Bays about these rich influencers in Australia. Really garbage, so good. And they were dissing people from a place called Gold Coast, and they call it the GC. That shit's hard. They'd be like,
"That's where
you from GC? That shit's hard."
Okay, but Caesar, what's that show about the lesbians? Is it a scripted show or a reality show?
It's a reality show, but it's you already know the name of the show. It's Before the 90 Days.
I don't know what that is.
Before 90 Day Fiance, like before the 90 days.
Oh,
where you're
God,
in the country.
Jesus.
There's an Australian couple. There's a lesbian girl. She's dating an American girl who's like an influencer, and they be fighting all the time. And the Australian girl's like, "Yeah, I'd be hooking up with all my friends. It's not a big deal." And the American girl's like, "Ew, it's a great show."
Okay, well, I'm not. Yeah, I thought it was like
they be showing Australia, and I'm like, "Damn, that's the cut right there. It's really cool."
Okay, well, so anyway, going back to how I feel.
Sorry.
I've been into Australia a lot lately.
But the soccer team is different, dog. The soccer team is different.
Although none of the Australian artists that I like probably care about soccer, I'm sure they don't, or sports in general. But I'm gonna still rock with Australia. I've been messing with Australia a lot lately. So I'm gonna say, I mean, some of these groups, three teams are gonna come out. So I'm gonna just rock with France and Australia, doggy. I do like Tunisia. I think they play good football.
Okay, me, France, and Peru. Cool.
Yeah,
Move on,
and
let's go.
I think Denmark.
I
Plays
don't.
good
I
football,
don't think.
too.
I'm being honest with you. I don't really like watching Tunisia play. I've watched them AFCON. It's not like very fun. They don't have like a great offensive talent, but
Some of their
they're a
guys are
really
kind
good
of whacking
defensive
out.
team and have good solid players. Yeah, they,
They
they
used,
they can definitely grind out a tough result for sure.
they used to have some better players, I feel like, but what's
France
it?
versus Tunisia ought to be interesting.
Yeah, Wabi. What's his name? Wissam Ben Yedder is Tunisian.
Might be a little scrappy. When some of Yetter's a baller. Love watching him play.
Like all them Tunisian dudes are French.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's good. Honestly, on the low, if Peru comes out, that's a tough group.
Yeah, that is that's impressive.
Yeah, that's a tough group if Peru comes out.
You know, people were making comments talking about, oh, it's not fair that what was the team that didn't qualify? The big one. I forgot, a big team didn't qualify, and they're like,
Really?
oh, they have 0 losses, but Peru or Ecuador have an opportunity based upon having 4 losses.
Bonucci was talking about that.
Bonucci was talking about that. I'm like, first of all, you're insane. Second of all, like, look at your region compared to South America, you fool. What are you talking about?
Also,
Like,
this dude, they were playing like Northern
also, if
Ireland.
you play, like we said, if you play in Italy and we're not playing North Macedonia. Peru's not playing North Macedonia, dog. Peru's out here playing Brazil, Venezuela, Argentina, Chile. They're playing heavy hitters. Chile got bounced there, and look how good of a team that is. It's rough out here.
Well, I don't think Italy would qualify in Continental. I don't think so.
I'd be sparingly, tell you that much.
Okay, so Group E, this is another one. Like, I feel like there's 2 potential groups of death. I think this is one of the potential groups of death. We got Spain, Germany, Japan, and Costa Rica or New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand's terrible, huh?
Who?
New Zealand's terrible.
Yeah, New Zealand's pretty trash.
But that's my favorite country out of all the countries listed. Is my favorite country, or New Zealand.
But for sure, if Costa Rica comes out, Costa Rica, Japan, Germany, Spain, that's tough.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Costa Rica did get a good win, a good confidence boost win against America. That's a good one. Hopefully, that'll be a good match. I think Costa Rica will pass through in New Zealand, to be honest with you. That's a group of death. Spain is a team that we just don't know what's going on here. You don't really know what you're going to get. They looked good the first 2 games in Russia, then they got dismantled. So you never know. Funny enough, against Russia, but they're the big Zubik guy, that baller, Zuba, whatever his name is. We don't gotta worry about that anymore. But Japan is also a good sleeper team too. Like, they have some good talent on that team. And apparently with the Japan team, like they play a lot together, and a lot of them play in the same league too. So there's a lot of like familiarity with the team. And Kubo's a baller; he's gonna get called up. So we'll see it. They could get someone slipping for sure. It would be really great if Germany lose Japan. That would make me really happy. I just want to keep seeing Germany lose in group stage. That's amazing.
I mean, I'm gonna say who I want to come out.
Yeah, tell me who you want to come out.
Who do I want to come out?
Costa Rica, of course.
Definitely not Spain if they don't call up Iñaki Williams. If they do call up Iñaki Williams, I want Spain to come out, but they won't.
Me too.
I'm gonna say Costa Rica and Japan. That's what I want to see.
It's like the most insane group result ever, and I'm absolutely here for it.
Is it? Germany didn't go out the last group stage, and neither did Spain.
Yeah, but like, merit-wise, it is. No, Spain did get out, but they got bounced in the first round. Didn't they get bounced in the first round of Russia? They like lost.
Okay, well, they didn't go far.
No,
Germany,
they did not go. No,
Germany didn't go out in that group stage.
I don't want Spain to do good because Isco's not there. I don't care. If Isco's not on your team, I don't care, dog.
Oh yeah, Isco, RIP.
Come on, man. Isco's not there. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to say Germany and Japan, but like, I'd rather see Costa Rica. Okay, Group F, we got
Germany and Japan just sitting like that next to each other makes me uncomfortable. But go ahead. Historically,
and Spain. Ooh,
yeah. This group is kind of like, I don't like this group. They should just get rid of the whole group.
That's a whole lot of fascism there.
Yeah, what's going on here, dog? Spain, Germany, Japan.
That's literally the Axis.
Yeah. When I saw the Germany and Japan flag, I was like, it doesn't sit right. They shouldn't be there.
That's literally the Axis, except for Italy. That's like everybody.
That'd be great if Group E was Italy, Germany, Spain, Japan.
I'd be like, hey,
group Axis E. Go ahead, Group F. Let's go.
That's really uncomfortable.
Only we're bringing that up. Like, no one's saying that ever.
Definitely got to tweet that. Group F, Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia.
That's a fun group. That's a fun group to watch. Croatia is a really good team.
For
I
sure.
think that's like if you're saying Group F is a group of death, also Group Group E is. Group F is too. It's like that's like the more sleeper like massive history of wins. Like Spain and Germany have won a lot of World Cups and stuff like that. They have a lot of wins in Euros too, but Group F doesn't, but that's a lot of really closely matched teams. Belgium has a good team, of course, as we know, but I think any Morocco, Canada, or Croatia could catch them slipping on any day, honestly. And Croatia is a good team too, but they can be caught slipping too. Some of their really good players are a little older now, and we'll see. I love my boy Modric, but it's another long season. I mean, damn, what are you running on, dog? What kind of fumes is these? So Canada would be. I might honestly get emotional if Canada advances. I might get emotional. That might make me I'm not gonna play. That might make me emotional. That's the games I'm going to be highlighting to watch. Can't wait to see Canada play. That's the first. Who knows how many more after this? Just whatever you do, don't start Kyle Aaron. You'll be good, dog.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not doing it. He's over here throwing up gang signs. You're not cool, dog.
I definitely want to see Canada, Morocco, and Belgium come out of there. I can never
That'd be
rock.
fun.
Huh?
Canada and Belgium will be cool.
I can never rock with Morocco or free Western Sahara. You know what I'm saying? They're still occupying land in Africa. Brutally too. Check out Democracy Now! On the Western Sahara. It's really sad. They be beating up women.
Yeah, I can't go down Morocco. The most love they'll ever get from us is they should have got the World Cup. That's about it.
If you ever look on a map of Africa, you will see underneath Morocco, there's that weird thing. It's called Western Sahara. Look up that Morocco is occupying that land.
Yeah, Democracy Now! For real. Just subscribe to them on YouTube and go check out some of the stuff they talk about on there.
Yeah, talk about it recently too.
Yeah. And then Croatia, of course, they got some of like the most classic jerseys ever. It's just kind of cool to see them out in the field. Bam doesn't hate because he just hates everything that's cool. But I want Belgium, Canada. That'd be cool. That's what I want.
Yeah. And definitely I want Canada to win the whole World Cup. I'm just joking. Wait.
Absolutely, that'd be phenomenal. If Canada won a World Cup, I will scream cry.
Yeah, you got to rip up that Brazil.
I'll move to Canada. That's the deal. They go. I'm moving to Canada right now.
Group G. This one is definitely trying to get Brazil out of the group stage too. Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon.
Let's just keep it real. What's going to go down here? I'm already getting angry right now. I haven't eaten yet. I'm starving. I'm upset. When they put Serbia in here, they're like, let's just go ahead and foul the hell out of Brazil. They're going to be coming in and fouling Brazil like crazy. That game's going to piss me off. That game's going to make me very angry. Switzerland, they're a little sleeper. They can get it cracking any day. They got my boy, is it Embolo from Schalke? That guy, it's like he might not have 20 goals, but he'll just come one game and just take over, and it's really irritating. Embolo is a baller, and Real Embolo, I think his name is. He's a really good player. He used to play for Schalke. He's a good player. And Cameroon, very dangerous team too. A lot of good talent on there. You know what I mean? Bam hates them because we know why. But Brazil versus Cameroon is just like, that's another Africa matchup. We love that.
I feel like Brazil is not really calling up the dark-skinned people no more like that.
That's insane. We got Vinicius, but that's insane. What's insane? We got Vinicius. That's insane for you to say that.
Okay, so anyway, there's just one counts.
I don't know the whole pigmentation on top of my head right now.
Whew.
Only you care about that. I'll say this.
Damn.
I'm gonna make a statement right here.
Let's go.
This team is really good, dog. This is a good team Brazil has. This is a really good team.
I think
like
they're favorites.
Last team was like pretty good. There's good talent on there. We have some good stuff. This team is really good. Like it was like the perfect cusp of Paqueta and Vinicius, like coming into form, looking really good. I did watch some crazy blurry video of the last game. I mean, the blurriest YouTube video ever of the last game. Brazil has like a good little system going on. Basically, Neymar has a free role, but what's great is that he has a free role next to other free players. So him and Paqueta are kind of switching around and playing around the field a lot. Vinicius, it's like they're three just vibing up there, and it looks really nice with Richarlison, who just looks phenomenal. So they have a really good. There's a lot of dangerous players up top, and inside of a tournament, that's what you kind of need to. If you're not going to have a very crisp team because it's just hard to get that kind of training. But if you have players that can just make anything happen anytime, Brazil has it. They have a lot of dangerous players in that team.
You need some really like focused center backs defending.
Yeah.
And
that back line Brazil have is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal center back.
Midfield play in international tournaments is usually poor.
Mhm.
Like you can't really rely on like that kind of gel, but you have Neymar, who is like a force. I mean, if he's in his good form, he's like a force on it, like in itself in that upper midfield area. You got Vinicius, who's down to take on anybody except for Hakimi. No, I'm joking.
Or
Semedo. I think that Brazil is a favorite for sure.
I mean, people were commenting like they actually deserve that number one ranking. They looked phenomenal. They have a stacked team. Really, like the team is really stacked.
Yeah.
And even off the bench, I was like, damn, there's some good players. And me and Bam always talk about is Brazil actually has a really good center backs. Like probably some of the best in the world are back there. You know, we have Militao, who's phenomenal. Marquinhos, who's phenomenal, the center back. You have Thiago Silva, who's there. Like there's a lot of really solid foundation. When Brazil in the past has had one good center back, and then the other one's been like, oh God, like Miranda, like one have had Miranda in the past. You're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. You're like just a little flimsy, you know.
Who you got? Lodi at left back. Who else is
Lodi
there?
at left back. Who's boy right? Eddie Royal at right back. You know what I'm saying?
He used to be good. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I think Danilo got called up too, which I like Danilo. Danilo's really, really solid, good size. And that's not a huge concern for Brazil, the fullbacks. Like when you have like the kind of like, Marcelo back in the day, he was just a game changer. It doesn't matter. But like you have guys up top, that's fine. And you just need bodies back there that are just going to put in work. Remember Brazil called up Dodô and Fagner, and he was just back there, you know, he was out there just doing his, he was out there just being aggressive, pesky, and Bam, I think you actually called him pesky. Like he was out there just working hard, and that's what you just need. People are just going to work hard.
Wagner is really good, but no, I think Lodi's good. Like it's nice to have. This is like the one time an Atletico Madrid player is like good for you because they're very well drilled defensively.
They also had that one guy back in the day too.
Who
that you liked? The other's fullback, the Felipe Luis. He was pretty good.
Yeah, but whatever. He has a Polish last name, but no, like I feel like so. And Lodi's also like a really good athlete. Like he's a really good player. But I think it's good to have somebody back there who is like a very well drilled defender. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, another group of death that I like. So
who do you want out? Who do
I want out? Switzerland, Serbia. No, I'm joking. I would love to see Brazil and Cameroon.
Yeah, that'd be cool. If we can get Bam is only cheering for one, but if we can get two African teams to make it out of group stage, it'd be phenomenal. So, you know, Senegal and Cameroon. Hope you guys please make it out. That'd be nice.
I mean, Caesar, look, I'm just a little jaded because I was watching the matches and it's really bad.
You watched the dog. It's different. I'm not gonna do that.
Caesar, I'm talking about AFCON. It was
okay. But I have a question for you.
Yes.
This is a real question.
Yes.
Did you watch any of Ivory Coast versus Ivory Coast versus England?
No, that was a friendly. I did not watch that.
Lit.
I'm sure
they play differently against Whitey. Just saying that. Go ahead, dog.
Okay, I'm down. But Ivory Coast is.
I want to see Cameroon versus Switzerland for freedom. I want to see that for freedom, dog. That's for freedom.
Do you see Ivory Coast anywhere on this World Cup? They ain't there.
No, I'm just saying. You were talking about AFCON.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I
mean, can we be honest? Like,
no, we can't. 2 years ago that we have to throw that away. We're not doing that anymore.
I'm gonna be like, honestly, even when you watch Condom Bowl, like even Copa America or qualifiers, like not all the games are like super lit football. No. It's really grind out football, but
that's why I brought up the defense. Like, you know, having good center backs is the biggest thing because, you know, even with all the talent, sometimes it doesn't happen.
That's why watching Chile, like 2015, 16, it was like insane. They were playing so good. Watching Brazil in the last qualifiers, like going through, like once Chichi came, like they were just killing everybody.
That's true.
But most of the teams don't play like that.
No.
Like if you're watching like Uruguay versus like Paraguay, like that's rough, dude. Like
it's definitely a grind session.
It's a grind session. Yeah. But AFCON is even worse. like Caesar, like I'm gonna just keep it real for a second.
Honestly, I don't know why you have this intent to always keep it real with African teams, but I think we know why. You don't ever be saying, "Can I keep it real about Serbia being in here?"
Caesar, I
Can I
never
keep it
watched
real
Serbia
about
play in my life.
Australia? No, when it's I
Caesar.
love the books and I love this lady. When it comes to the Cameroon, dog, yeah, we watch AFCON. I'm sure if you watch AFCON, whatever the hell they call it in Asia, it would not be cheering for New Zealand and Australia to come in. That's rough soccer too, dog.
Caesar, first of all,
I'm right.
you turned the game off, okay? And you turned the game off because you got
I
tired
muted it and started playing Apex.
stop. You got tired of seeing a dude getting the ball and just dribbling for forever. And I'm just like, dog, pass
If
the
I had to
rock.
see Moses Simon lose the ball one more goddamn time on the wing, I was gonna scream.
Like, dog, pass the ball.
They love dribbling into people. I'm like, do you know how to pass a ball?
See, now look at you.
They as
okay,
in the team, not the individuals.
okay, the last group, which is I feel like, excuse me, got another group of death vibes, not because every team is so good, but because they're all on like similar levels.
Mm.
Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea.
This is another, yeah. I'd say E, F, and H are very dangerous groups. I have my favorites, but it could literally be flipped upside down. What I want, selfishly, what I want is Korea Republic to advance. I love me some Korea Republic. My boy, I want to see Portugal. I want to see Ronaldo versus Ronaldo, which is Portugal versus Korea. I want to see the Ronaldos battle. The Ronaldos, Asian Ronaldo versus African Ronaldo, head-to-head combat. I want Portugal, Korea, dog. That's what I want. Ghana, I don't want to see Ghana. I'm good. I definitely don't want to see no fucking Uruguay make it out. I'm good. I'm good. Portugal, Korea Republic.
Caesar.
I'm not cheering for Uruguay at all.
You're not cheering for Ghana either.
Oh, I already put 2 African teams in. What is this? I'm doing charity? I'm not doing charity.
Caesar.
Your turn. Also, why did all the African teams with red, yellow, green make it in their flags? That's just wild.
It's like 80% of the flags.
Hey, man.
Caesar over here saying all this stuff about me. I would love to see Uruguay.
Don't cap, dog. Don't cap.
Uruguay and Portugal.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Although I've never been to Uruguay yet, I think that there's 3 countries in the world that I'd want to live in other than America: Canada, Portugal, and I think Uruguay, but I haven't been yet. But I have a good instinct about these things.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I want to see Uruguay go. If Cavani's not there, then like
he's injured, so I hope he makes it back.
Yeah, I think he's okay. If Cavani's not there, then I won't care.
He'll be there. He'll be called up.
Yeah,
if he's not, your boy Darwin.
If Cavani's not there, I won't care as much. But I love to see Ronaldo do well in this World Cup and Portugal. I love Portugal. Honestly, like I think Portugal, like as a team, they have a great team. I want to see like you know what's funny? When I was listening to episode 208, we were talking about Portugal versus France in the Euros. And we were talking about how amazing Renato Sanchez was in that match. So but they didn't start him early in the tournament, but once he was playing, he was like killing it. So if they start Renato Sanchez, they'll be doing fine. But yeah, Caesar, the first match. Oh, let me get your prediction. Let me get your final. Who's in the final?
Okay. But I agree with you, by the way, Portugal. That's another team I think that has the perfect mix of talent and veteran leadership. They have a great core. Like it's just a great core. Even when I watch Portugal play, even when they don't always get the final result, they have really good buildup. Like they have good buildup sometimes. They have good midfielders that are like, and God, when Renato Sanchez comes on the field, I'm like, this guy just generally just changes the game every time.
Who's this? Portugal?
Yeah, I'm talking about Portugal.
Oh, okay.
They have a great mix of like talent, speed. That's just the perfect blend and like veteran leadership. Like, I just think their biggest weakness is gonna be the back line. That's all I know. I know. Is he Portuguese? What's his name? Is it Ruben Diaz?
Yeah, they got Ruben Diaz. They got Pepe. Pepe's been playing
I know. Pepe's very good. I know
he's been playing well.
He's been playing well. And I know they got ancient crypt keeper Funch back there. Grandpa Funch back there too. But that's like the only part of the field I think out of all the three, that's the lowest ranked part of the field. That's the lowest ranked. The midfield is stellar. The attack is stellar. Backline's just the third rank. Like it's not like, it's nothing crazy. So, but I want to see Portugal, Korea get out. South Korea, dog.
Well, that's lame. It's really annoying that you're going to go against two African teams in there, Ghana.
Tell me how many teams you picked.
Ghana and Uruguay. You're going to go against two African teams.
How many teams did you pick?
What do you mean?
You picked 0 to make it out. You want them all bounced the group stage. We know where you stand.
Can I just say?
No, did you not?
Can I just say I'm jaded?
What did he say? What did he say, Lula?
Caesar. I'm jaded. I was watching them play, and it was brutal, dude.
It doesn't matter how you felt. It doesn't matter.
You turned it off.
You know what's really funny, dog? Tell everybody how great Uruguay plays. Tell everybody.
Oh no, they be Caesar.
Uruguay is horrible to watch, dog. It's horrible to watch.
What they do to Portugal last World Cup?
Through a grind session. They're not fun
what did
to
they
watch.
Do to Portugal last World
Y'all
Cup?
are starting MLS players. Y'all are bums. Okay, so get the hell out of here.
What did they do to Portugal?
Your best midfielder is Nico Lodero, a goddamn Washington resident. Get the hell out of here.
What did they do to Portugal last World Cup, though? Exactly. Caesar, the first World Cup match is Monday, November 21st. That's one day, I think, before Future's birthday or a day after. But yeah, first match is Monday, November 21st. And the final is Sunday, December 18th in Qatar, the small peninsula off of the Gulf of Arabia. Don't get it confused with Bahrain, which is an island.
Yes, which I just watched the Bahrain GP Formula One. It was very rough.
I used to have a Bahrain shirt. I don't know what happened to it.
I hope you got rid of it. So my final prediction?
Yes, you're fighting both teams in the final.
Damn, dog, that's hard. I mean,
who cares? Just do it.
How does I don't know how the matchups
It doesn't matter. Just who you like, just predict the final, dog.
I would love to see Brazil versus France. That'd be sick.
Brazil, France?
That'd be fun.
All right, my final. I want to see
that's colonizers versus colonized. I'm down.
I want to see Uruguay versus Canada.
Just get the fuck out of here, dog. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, dog. I want to see Canada versus England for history.
If it's Uruguay versus Canada,
but if Canada wins, the Queen got a dip. That's enough. Get the land. The fight for freedom. Only the West side though. East side, good luck.
Stupid. Okay, really quick. Next week we got Champions League. Well, on Tuesday we got Benfica versus Liverpool and City versus Atleti. Not really.
I totally forgot about Champions League.
Yeah, not really too interested in either of those matches, to be honest with you. But I'll watch City versus Atleti. And then on Wednesday we got Villarreal versus Bayern, trash, and Chelsea versus Real Madrid, which is also kind of rough.
It's not rough, but it sucks.
I mean, it's kind of rough, honestly. Also, really quick, I just want to address, even though it's not going to, well, you know what? Maybe we can make this a segment. I want to address the hate that Qatar is receiving for hosting this World Cup. You were having a lot of people say stuff, and people at FIFA kind of like talking about the conditions, this and that, that country's not a democracy and all kinds of different things. I just want to say that, Germany got to host a World Cup. Japan got to host a World Cup with South Korea. They colonized South Korea, and it was really brutal and terrible. Teams are getting tournaments. I mean, like countries are getting tournaments, and like no country's perfect. But in modern times, like since 1950, the worst country in the world is the United States of America. And they're going to get the World Cup next time. And I better see the same energy, dude, please. Because Qatar never invaded nobody. You think they don't have bad working conditions, slave conditions here in America? Just because they're not building the stadiums. We already got stadiums that we stole off the land of the native people.
I mean, that's actually a bar.
Like bro. You think that America, go look in the Tyson Chicken factory or some, I went to the pig vigil. I'm sure the people in there is daggone slave labor. All kinds of Amazon dude trying to start a union. It's a whole celebration because he's fighting so hard to get a union in the richest company in the world. Like America got
Starbucks workers too.
yeah, like America got slave labor and slave conditions. They get all these people that are undocumented and put them in slave conditions and pay them peanuts and abuse them. So hopefully that same energy is kept in 2026.
Absolutely. I think that if you're going to be someone that wants to take a public stage to talk about the atrocities or unfair conditions or unfair behavior or colonization or murder or land, land extraction of different nations have done, then you got to also adhere to the ones that we live in, that's on the western part of the world too, the Western Hemisphere, especially America. Like if you're someone that's an American reporter and you're talking about the things Qatar has done, please keep that energy with the United States. Even if honestly, if you're Canadian or anywhere, like just let's keep it real. Like everybody has dirt, and all the countries that me and Bam love, there's dirt, there's bad moments, because it's a nation at the end of the day. Like it's a nation, and history is not lullabies and fairy tales. This history is sad, it's rough, it's horrible. I'm Brazilian. There's horrible things that Brazil has done in history, horrible things Brazil continues to do. So you need to make sure that when you're addressing, you're not biased in your information. You're not biased because the perception, for example, even with the Russia World Cup, which is not good to talk good about Russia right now, but they had that weird perspective on like going to Russia. Like it was horrible. Like, I bet if I pull up, I would have had a great time. I would have came home. And then I actually met someone. I met someone last week. There's a friend of my girlfriend. It was like telling me about it. And he's from Ecuador. He had a great time. He's like, oh, it was a good time. It was like people everywhere. Everybody speak English. And I came back. He was like, it felt like I just went to like Chicago real quick and I came back. Like it was hella like secure and fun. So and I went to the Brazil World Cup. Even in Brazil, you know what it is, dog. It's mad. It's the process may not be always as smooth, but it's mad organized and it's going. Like it's just a machine. Like get out your hotel, go to the bus, go on there, go drink something locally. When I was there, I remember I told Bam there was like American groups emailing like, hey, we're having a little throw party and you can meet up with Americans. And I was hyped, like, oh, cool, American people. Like back then, that's when Obama was president. So it's just a little different, you know what I mean? So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like I remember the Russia World Cup. I remember Danny Rose was saying like he was scared to go and bring his family because like it's so racist. I'm like, dog,
isn't he from Newcastle?
I'm like, dog, there's whole teams from Africa going to the World Cup. You think they're gonna
from Newcastle?
You think they're gonna single you out when there's there's gonna be a whole 70 people from Senegal coming there? You think they're gonna single you and your family out?
You're tiny. You're gonna look like another one of them. They're not gonna recognize you. They're gonna be like, watch out. Like, just move out the way. They're not even worried about you, Danny Rose. Dog, you're from like North England. You've dealt with that's worse than probably being in Senegal. It's probably rough out there, dog. So stop it.
Yeah, like it was
I swear. Like what?
Like I'm not saying that things are perfect in Qatar, but like no. And there are issues when it comes to the Gulf that I know about more than most people, really. But when it comes to like the situation of them having the World Cup, like I think it's good that you have smaller nations and like nations in like outside of Europe and your traditional places to have the World Cup. I think that's good. I think it's worse, like at least like somewhere like Qatar or Russia, like soccer is their first sport. America, soccer is like the 18th sport that people are into. So like, why is America?
I absolutely agree with you.
Like it doesn't even like that, like it makes less sense for America to have it. Like I think they should have just gave it to Mexico. Even Canada shouldn't have the World Cup. Like it's a hockey country and like basketball. Let Mexico just have it.
I think that it's really good to give the World Cup to these other countries. I think what I said this years ago when we first did We Made a Podcast, and a lot of these not as I guess not I wouldn't say impoverished, but not these first world countries. They're not first world countries. Their soccer is their first sport and they dream of soccer, right? So to hear that World Cup's coming to like your country is crazy. Like I remember, I mean, I was older. I remember when I found out Brazil's World Cup, I was elated. I couldn't believe it. Like that's crazy. Like I grew up recording the games and being able to see that's a crazy experience, you know, and Like I want the World Cup to like go to like Thailand or something like that, or go to Australia. I want to see that. Like, can we get like a Oceania World Cup? That'd be kind of cool. Like,
I don't want Australia to get it though.
No, I do. I want that because Australia has their own league. That'd be cool if they did stuff like that. I know it's big. Whatever. Shut up. I know it's big. Yeah, fine. I'm talking right now. But look, I only interrupt you. You don't interrupt me. Listen. So I like seeing other parts of the world get in the World Cup. It's not all about this, and I don't want to see 3 countries sharing it unless they're geographically literally the size of like Nebraska together. Fine, then you can do it. But like, I don't want to see like 21-hour flights to get a game going.
You know what would have been cool? Like although I don't really love it because of the countries, but if it would have been like Qatar, Bahrain, UAE, and Saudi Arabia, like that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, the country lineup is kind of rough, dog. But I agree. Like,
but at least they're right next to each other. Like,
I get what you're saying. Like,
if it's gonna be multiple countries,
what's that region called again? Like that specific,
like
region?
the Gulf region.
Yeah, the Gulf. If they did like a Gulf, that'd be kind of cool. Like,
like if you're gonna do multiple countries and it's not gonna be in Europe, like you got to do or something. They're small, dude. Yeah. So like,
I agree.
Although Saudi Arabia is pretty big, but yeah, I don't know. I just hope people keep the same energy for America. We get people talking about what's going on in America around that time.
I'm all about calling out a country for being fugazi. Absolutely, I'm down. But like at the expense of not. But I'm not trying to give people a pass. Also, I'm not giving America. Don't give America a pass in the process. Like, we make the jokes. Me and Bam was talking about World Cup is extremely political. It's extremely political to me. I'm not out here cheering for teams that I don't rock with historically. I'm sorry, dog. I can't do it. Like, I know what you did, and we're not solid like that. Do I like players that play on Spain? Yeah, there's some players I like on there. Do I want to cheer for Spain? No, I'm okay, dog. I'm good.
Only if
you got Iñaki Williams on there or his brother. I'm down. I'm fine. Whatever.
They better not call up his brother and not him. I'm gonna be so mad. I mean, they're just trying to create division in the family. But anyway, episode 247, we made a podcast. Make sure you subscribe and holler.